Welcome to Python Programming Language video tutorials by Shine India Pvt Limited. I am your Posubabu Sir, Technical Quant Logical Reasoning Trainer. In my previous tutorial, we have discussed about Introduction to List Concept. In continuation to the list concept, so in this presentation, I would like to cover these concepts. So how to modify the list method, nested list, and how to access the elements which are there in the nested list. So let us discuss one upon one. So at first, let us discuss how to modify the list. So let me go back to my pane and discuss how to modify the list. So let me take one sample list over here. So let me take A is equal to, so list can be represented in a square brackets. Let me take square brackets, and then you could take here elements. Now let me take a few elements over here. So the first element I'm going to take it as 2, and then 3 I'm taking. So 174 I'm taking, and let us take one string as well, that is Python. And I'm going to take one complex number, that is 3 plus 7j. So, and I'm going to close here. So list can be represented in a square brackets. So these are the elements. So how do you access these elements in the list? Either you could use forward indexing or backward indexing. As we know that forward indexing starts with a 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So which means at index 3, we have an element called Python, right? In the same way, so we could access these elements in backward indexing as well, right? So you could write -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, right? Now, I just want to modify one element over here, right? I just want to modify the element which is there at index 4, right? I just want to replace this 3 plus 7j with one new string, that is hello. So how we can modify it, right? So since these elements which are there in A, variable A or label A, so first you have to write A. And so if you want to print this element, so 3 plus 7j, so this element is located at which index? 4. So now you have to use subscript, and then you have to write index number 4. So A of 4 means, so this 3 plus 7j will be printed on the screen if you are using print statement over here. Now at this place, I just want to assign new value. So I just want to update it. So for that, I'm going to use assignment operator, so equal to, and then I'm writing here a new string. I just want to replace with a hello. So write hello over here, right? And then you just try to print A. So hence, so this will be replaced with a hello string. So I hope the idea of modify is clear to everybody. Now let me execute the same thing in my IDE so that you could understand clearly. So I have opened my IDE and I'm writing here A equal to. So let us write the same elements what we have written here, 2, 3, 7, 174, 2, 3, 174. Next element we are taking as Python, and then I'm taking so one complex number 3 plus 7j. Now let me print this list first. So we got the output, right? Now let us modify the element which is there at index 4. Now for that, so A of 4 means what? So that number will be printed, right? Complex number will be printed. So which is there at index 4, right? So A of 4. So now I just want to update it, so that try to use assignment operator. And with what we are going to update it? So we are going to update with a new string hello. And then you just try to print A, so that updated list you will be getting. Right? You could see here. So this has been replaced with a hello. Now let us replace this 174 with a one float value, right? So this 174 is at which index number? So it is at index number 2. So 0th index, first index, and second index. So for that, what I'm writing here, A of 2, A of 2. So I just want to replace with one float value. So let me write the float value is 99.99, right? Now let me print A. Let me print A. Now you could see, so this 174 has been modified or replaced with 99.99. So I hope it is clear, right? Now I just want to replace this hello again with the same number, same complex number, 3 plus 7j. So for that, what I'm writing now, let us use backward indexing. Let me write a of minus 1. So which is equal to, so I'm writing here 3 plus 7j. And so let us print A. So modified list you will be getting now. Now you could see the modified list, you got it. So I hope everybody understood. So in what way we can modify the elements which are there in the list. Now let's go back and discuss the next topic we have over there. So the next topic is list method. So list method we are going to discuss now. Now, what is the use of this list method? Using this list method, so we can create an empty list, right? Now, let me explain. So the approach over here. So in order to create an empty list. So to create an empty list, so we have two methods to create an empty list. So we have two methods, right? What is the first method? The first method is using list method. So using this list method, so you can get an empty list, right? So, and the second approach is directly you could use square brackets. So then also you can get an empty list. So let me show you in my IDE. So I'm going to open my IDE. So remove this previous code. And so using the first method, right? So now I'm going to use what method? List method in order to create an empty list. So, right? So let us take A is equal to a list of, right? Now let us print A. Let us print A, right? So if you have executed an empty list, you got it, right? So this is the way number one, right? Now let me show you the second approach. Second approach. Let me take some b equal to one empty list, right? So square brackets, right? Now let me print b. Let me print b. Now you could see again we got an empty list, right? So using this list method, you can create one empty list, or else you may use so empty square brackets. Then also you will be getting what? An empty list, right? So these are the two different ways or approaches in which we can create an empty list. So I hope everybody is clear with this topic. Now let's go back and discuss the next one. So which is what? Nested list. So what is meant by the nested list? Let me open, and so let us discuss what is nested list. Let me write it over here. Nested list. So nested list means a list containing another list. Another list is known as nested list. So a list containing another list is known as what? Nested list. So let me give one example here. Right? Suppose if I have taken A is equal to some elements I am taking over here. Right? Elements are some 3, 7.7, and one string that is Python. And if you see in this list, I'm going to have one more list. So as an element, right? Let me take one more element here. So 3 plus 7j is the first element. And second element I'm going to take here. So 5. So the next one is I, right? So this is what one of the element, but it is what it is also. This element is also list. right? So now the next element I'm going to take here. So one float value, some 9.7, right? And then I'm going to close it, right? Now you could see over here. So the index numbers, let me write it here. So this is at index number 0, 1, 2, and this complete element, this is what one of the element over here. So this is at index 3 and this is at index 4. So I hope you could understand, right? So a list containing another list, right? You could have multiple lists over here, right? So we can call it as nested list, right? So a list consists of what? Another list, right? So here only we have one list. So you might be having multiple lists over here. So I hope you could understand. So what is meant by the nested list? So let me execute it so that you could understand, right? What is nested is list. Let me open my IDE and then remove the previous course. And let me take some A is equal to, so elements I'm going to take the same elements what I have written over here, 3 comma 7.7. Next element we are taking there, Python. And then we are going to take one more list over here, right? So in the list I'm taking, so complex number 3 plus 7j. So the next element I'm going to take, so 5. So and then next element I am taking here, high. So and then next element 9.7, right? Now let me print A. Let me print A. Now you could see, right? So this is what, so A. So inside here we have one of the element as list, right? A list inside one more list, right? Now you could write multiple lists also. So let me write one more list over here. So this list consists of 5, 6, 7, right? Let me execute it, right? So I hope everybody understood what is meant by the nested list, right? Now, next concept, let us go and discuss the final topic over here. So how do you access the elements in the nested list, right? Now you could see over here, if you want to access 7.7, right? So how do you get 7.7? So since, so this is at index number where 1, right? So now let me write here A of 1 so that you will be getting 7.7. Now it is very easy to access, but I just want to access this 5. How do you access it, right? Now let me explain in detailing. So here I have written clearly the index numbers, right? So I'm going to write even negative index numbers, which means here backward indexing numbers, right? So this is what forward indexing numbers. So let me write backward indexing numbers as well. So this is -4 and this is -5, right? Now, so if I want to access 7.7, so it is quite easy. If you are writing here, let me write here. So A of, so you may write 1, right? You will be getting what? 7.7. Or you may write A of -4. However, you will be getting this 7.7 as your output. Now, our target is to print this 5. Then how do you access it, right? So this 5 is there in a one list, right? So this complete element is there at index number 3 or -2. Now let me write the code using forward indexing. Now which means this list, right? So is there at index number 3. So further, what you have to do is you have to write so A of 3, right? So first subscript, right? First subscript. So you are writing here A of 3. So when you are writing A of 3, what will happen? This complete list will be printed. This complete list will be printed, right? So, but I just want to access this 5. So, which means again, so these elements can be accessed through indexing only, right? So again, you have to write indexing numbers for these 3 elements. So this list has been starts with the index number 0, forward indexing. And this is at index number 1 and index number 2. So since 5, I just want to access it. So 5 is at where? Index number 1, right? So here you have to use a double subscript, right? So already one subscript I have used, and you have to use one more subscript. So this is what the element, right? So in this particular element, we have 5 is at index number 1, right? So since I just want to access 5, so which is located at index number 1, you have to write here 1. So when you are writing A of 3 of 1, so you will be getting output as 5. So I hope you could understand over here, right? So here you have to use double subscript, right? So let me execute it so that you could understand clearly, right? Now, what I'm going to do here, so when you are writing A of 1, so let me write even print statement so that you will be getting clarity, right? So let me execute it. In the next line, what I'm going to write here is, so print, so A of 3. So when we are writing A of 3, what will happen? So this complete list has been printed, right? Now, let us use double subscript over here, right? A of 3 of this 5 is there at index number 1, right? So now let us write 1 over here. Now you could see, so exactly 5 we got as our output. Now I just want to access high. So then what you have to do modification over here. So this high is there at which index number, right? So this is the third element. So this is an element which is at index 3. And this high is there at which index number? So this is at 0, and this is at 1, and this is at 2. So instead of 1, you have to modify it as 2. Now you could see the output high will be printed. Now, I just want to access 6 over here, right? So how do you write? So again, let me write here, print statement, print of A of. Now, what is the index number for this nested list? So this is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you are writing 5, so this complete list will be printed, right? Now you could see this complete list will be printed, right? Now I just want to access 6. Now 6 is at which index? This is at 0 and this is at 1. Now use double subscript over here and then write 1 and execute it. You are getting 6. So I hope everybody understood. So accessing elements which are there in the nested list, right? So what we discussed so far in this presentation, so we have discussed about how to modify the list, and we have learned list method in order to create an empty list. And then we have discussed about nested list, and we have learned how to access the elements which are there in the nested list. So I hope everybody understood so what we discussed in this presentation. If it is clear and if you like my videos, please share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.